All right, welcome back to Mrs. O'Connor's classroom. This week we are embarking upon our argumentative unit where we will learn to communicate our stances and opinions on controversial issues effectively and powerfully. And we will begin this week with a study of the father of persuasive writing himself, Aristotle. So Aristotle was an ancient Grecian philosopher circa 300 BCE, and he developed the rhetorical triangle. And he teaches that any effective argument will contain three elements. The first, ethos. Ethos is your credibility. Why should I listen to you? Why should I even pay attention to you? Why should I read your essay? So ethos typically, in our social interactions is a judgment of one's character. So let's say there is someone that you look up to and you revere, an argument that they make will automatically hold more power to you because of your respect and your trust in them. As far as essay writing is concerned, we establish this kind of credibility in two ways. The first, surface level, is that you have your formal heading, you have a title, that your paper is formatted correctly, that the first letter of your sentences are capitalized, that each sentence ends with a period, because you want to show up professionally. As a paper, we're judging your intellect. We're judging that we can trust what you have to say, that you've done your homework, that you've put time and effort into this piece. So you want to make it look like you have. You want to go back and check for grammar and check for convention and make this look like a reputable paper that you can trust. The second way we establish ethos in our essay is through quoting trustworthy sources. So up next in our rhetorical triangle, we have pathos. And this is where you pull on your reader's heartstrings, right? Their eyes are watering as they are falling deeper and deeper into your argument, as they nod in agreement with what you have to say because you hit them in the feels, right? They are emotionally engaged and involved, and they are with you meaningfully because as human beings, our emotions lead us almost most powerfully. An example of this let's refer back to the example of an argumentative essay about global warming. You can appeal to your readers by showing the animal deaths in affected areas. You can appeal to your readers using the next generation. Do you have any children? Do you want them to have a world to live in? The last point on our rhetorical triangle is logos, and logos is the logic and the reasoning that supports our stance and or opinion on the matter. And this must be done, and it must be done well. You need to provide the statistics, the numbers that support what you're saying so that you're not just blowing hot air. This is where you show your reader that the numbers prove that you are right. And can you actually even argue with the numbers? All right, so this unit matters. Hear me out. You're 14 or 15 years old and you want a credit card. Can you just walk into a bank and will they just sign you a credit card? No. You need to have a cosigner. You need to have an adult, someone they can trust based on their banking and credit history to come in and sign with you, and then you can have your credit card. And this is how it is with your opinions, the things that you believe in, the change that you want to affect in this world. You're 14 or 15 and you are not viewed as a credible you're not viewed as an expert in your field. And so if you learn how to argue effectively, drawing on those credible sources that share the same stance in the argument, arguing emotionally, arguing with the statistics to back you, this is how you affect change, and this is how your voice is heard, which is crucial to existing, right? And existing responsibly. All right, so let's review. We have ethos, the first point in our triangle, your credibility. Why should I listen to you? Why should I read your essay? Why should I trust what you have to say? Second point, pathos, feelings. Hit me with the emotional part of the argument. Think of the children, think of the future, think of the dying animals. All right, and then lastly, in our rhetorical triangle, we have logos, and these are the numbers to back what you're saying, the science, the math, why you can't actually be wrong. All right, so this has been Mrs. O'Connor with establishing a strong, persuasive argument, and I look forward to hearing back from you as you perform your assignments of the week.